Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to Raven67854 Gaming, and welcome to Capitalism Lab, a successor to Capitalism 2, which was one of my all-time favorite games, literally in the top 10. Picked it up in the Walmart bargain bin section in the computer aisle back when Walmart used to have such a thing, and fell in love with it. It was amazing. So before we get too, into this, I just want to point out that this key was provided by the developer, and I thank the developer so much. I've been thinking about buying this game for ages and just never did, and kind of forgot it existed, and then remembered again, and then I got a key, and I was like, oh my god, kid at Christmas. I played it a lot last night. This game just drains my entire day away. I could literally play this game all day. Okay, so let's talk about what I have here. This is one of my test areas that I actually did save. I'm a real estate and media mogul, and I have made a fair bit of money. There's only one city. And if we go over here to my corporations here, you can see that my annual revenue is about 522 million, and my profit's about 314 million, which makes sense. About half my money comes from my real estate, and the other half comes from my media empire. And yeah. And everyone else is doing pretty bad, except for Mankind. Mankind's like my biggest competitor, even though we actually don't compete with each other at all. They did, however, buy up a lot of this land around here. And Three Brothers also does pretty good as well. And I am in the local billionaire score. I'm always behind Bob Braun of Mankind. But on the other hand, he has a humongous business chain. Like this is him, this is him, and I just have this. So I actually make pretty good revenue. So the next thing I want to talk about before we switch over, because we are gonna do a new gameplay. If you guys like this video, let me know and I'll do more. I might even live stream it. But it has DLC that lets you do a whole bunch of other e-commerce, .com type stuff, which probably really changes up the gameplay significantly. This is just the base game, so it's just a lot more advanced Capitalism 2. Like, for example, you apparently later in one of the DLCs, I think, don't quote me on this, but from what I understand, it seems like you can run your own bank, which is just, I have $20 billion. I would love to have my own hedge fund group that just owns everything. I love this game, but it brings out my worst qualities. So I guess one thing I want to say, if the developer of this game ever happens to watch it, thank you so much for making Capitalism Lab, because Capitalism 2, as fun as it is, and as fun as it is to play in multiplayer, it has so many issues that are never fixed. Like, for example, the game's been running for 192 years. In Capitalism 2, at this point, there would be no buildings. There would just be a bunch of empty, destroyed spaces, and the city would slowly be growing, which it, really wouldn't be too much. But basically, I guess the point I'm trying to get at is, in Capitalism 2, eventually reach a point where the AI just doesn't do anything. They just stop, and every single one of them just builds a mansion and then just sits there and buys stock, or doesn't even do that. This does not happen. New competitors come in, they buy up the land, old land gets sold off when the company goes bankrupt, they merge, both friendly and hostile takeovers. It's very, very interesting to watch. So yeah, so let's get into this. Oh yeah, so here's my newspaper. It makes about 58 million a year. And then we have the TV station, which is making about, right now, it's making about 114 million a year in profit, which is not bad. And you can see, let's see, where's my score? My score's doing pretty good. I own 2 industries. I dominate in 2 industries, which is really nice. I tried, I sunk about $1 billion into R&D and other stuff trying to make money, and it was making money, but I got tired of the AI popping up and buying my tech, so I gave that up. And also a big thing about this game is tech lowers by 10% every 10 years or so. So your technology gets, you have to constantly develop it. And then I tried to get into a farm, because I have an old strategy that used to work really well in multiplayer. But it's 192 years in, and it's too difficult. And there's 40 AI, so there's too much competition for certain things. So let's just quit to main menu here and actually get to playing. I know it's been 5 minutes already, but let's get to it. So the difficulty rating is 323%, and we're just gonna leave everything the same. And what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna create a real estate media empire. But we're gonna do it differently than last time, because last time I basically like walked away for a half hour and just left it just to see what would happen. So, you know, there's that. So let's see, what's my goal? My goal is to have $10 billion in 100 years. Okay. So, here. I paused it in time, but around here is where we want to build our, you know, our empire, so to speak. We'll probably put commercial around here. There's an investment bank. Wait. Oh, that's for issuing shares. That's the stock exchange. That's the investment bank. I don't want to really mess with any of that. Okay. So one lovely new thing is now you can place civic centers, like, for example, stadium. Or, even better, a hospital. Now, there has been some, I don't really want to say issues, but like I've been trying to figure out if certain things matter. And what I mean by that is, it's like I placed an enormous amount of civic centers, and it didn't really seem like it made all that much of a difference. So I'm just gonna place a few commercial buildings because they are by far, or were my biggest money makers. But there wasn't much demand for them. So let's see. The other, get out of that. Other thing we're gonna need is a headquarters, and I might be getting ahead of myself. So, you know, it's very likely that this will end up just being a colossal failure, so to speak. And we're gonna need a real estate department. And then the other big thing that I totally forgot to do, I need to buy back my entire company. Okay, so I don't have a lot of money now. This is gonna be very risky, but I'm just gonna hit 5 and then watch it grow. And money's okay, we're making money. Woo. And you can see that, you know, pretty much instantaneously the AI started building up around this area because, you know, I built it, and you can see right here, like, the attractive quality of, you know, this is pretty good. All right, so now we're making money. We're making about 12 billion. It'll get better as time goes on. And the AI will go in and out of business because they suck. So there's not a lot of demand for housing or commercial in this particular city. But it'll get better eventually. And I'll eventually build an empire that's worthy of me. And I own all of my stock, which is super lovely. I really didn't need to purchase that 5%, I guess, but whatever. Okay. Crap. All right, so we're just gonna grab another. Let's see. So I'm not really that close to my goal there, but I picked the wrong apartment building again too. But as you can see, the rent attractiveness is fairly decent because there's shopping centers nearby, and this area is just lovely. Just because it kind of sucks that the housing. So let's check the city here. The city's. Oh wow, that population spike. It's going up slowly. So let's take a risk. We got $100 million. Let's build a media firm. Build a newspaper publisher right here. And all right, it's annoying when those pop-ups occur. I hate them. Set it to $1.30, and then we'll set the operating budget. Oh, I guess I can't set the operating budget that high, can I? Ooh, probably should have been careful about that. Oh, okay, we're losing money, hemorrhaging money. Okay, not good. On the verge of bankruptcy. Probably should have waited to have more cash on hand. Crap. Yeah, that sucks. That did really bad. All right. Wait, that would have been the save. All right, hang on. I'm gonna roll back. Okay, so this would have been right before we purchased the media building, like a bunch of. Oh, I don't want to say I'm stupid, but that was stupid. Okay, thank God for auto saves. All right, I'm gonna build another media firm. I mean, not another media firm, another apartment building. Just, I need more revenue, need more money. And eventually, of course, if we go to corporation details, and then, yeah, you can see the revenue and profit of commercial buildings and apartments. We're doing pretty good. We have a pretty decent return on investment. We're making back all of our money, which is nice. Yeah. So I probably want to have about 300 million. So we'll go till we have about $300 million in the bank, and then we will, we'll really start to, hammer it in. I actually might build another large commercial building, like right here. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. It'll take us a bit of time for that commercial building and this apartment. We'll just hit info here. Yeah, it's really nice how these pop-ups just keep appearing. I'm sure there's a way to turn it off. I just haven't found it yet. But yeah. The land, what's the land value here? So I paid 28. It actually went down. That's okay, because I don't actually maintain these buildings for their land values, so it really doesn't matter to me. And eventually the land value will massively go up. Yeah, I'm never gonna sell this, so it doesn't matter to me. To me, it's just about the monthly income. And as you can see, we're getting a little. Well, we're still close enough to where. Oh, okay, good. They built a. Of course they did, because you know. Lovely. I mean, because of course they'd built a supermarket right there where I needed to place my building. Okay, so everything's making money now, um, which is pretty good. It's always nice when things make money. Okay, media firm, newspaper. Let's see, 100 million. Yeah, we'll wait till it's about 300 million, and then we'll give it another try. I'll save beforehand just because seems like the smart idea. Yeah, and land values going up as well. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's very tough to play as a real estate mogul, but you really just you just don't make the money that other uh, businesses do. Although I guess in my case I actually really well. Yeah, I'm not doing as good as Radiant Star, but and you can see the AI over there doing their thing where they pretty much just buying this. I want it. It's my land. I know it'll take us longer, but I'll have 5 of these commercial properties, and these things have good return on investment. All right, let's see here. Let's just plonk down another apartment here. And yeah, so basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep enough profit, income that the apartments can allow me to float the newspaper long enough. And then once I have a newspaper, I'll buy a radio station, and after the radio, buy everything else. It'll take time, of course. Let's see, what's this newspaper's total? 24 million. That's not bad. Like, I could live with that. Like 24 million from a newspaper, I could totally live with that. 35, 36 million. I could, yeah. Okay, I have 350 million, so let's just go on ahead and just save it. Save a new YouTube. And then go to media. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can't stand that. Drives me nuts that it just keeps popping up like that. And then we'll plonk up that marketing quality there. This is probably the worst part about running or, you know, setting this stuff up, is just getting it going is really difficult. And like trying to figure out, like, you know, all right, see, now we're starting to make money because we're starting to get a huge share. Content quality is going through the roof. Profit, come on. Come on, you can do it. Yes! Let's pause it and then hit financial. So, this particular firm, well, we only have one, so we can just use this page, but we're $64 million in the hole as far as the newspaper goes, and it's going down, of course, and obviously, of course, I will, you know, and one other really nice thing about Capitalism Lab is you can just rename buildings to whatever. So, like, you know, if you wanted to call this the, I don't know, your favorite name of your favorite newspaper, you could totally do it. So yeah, it's making money now. Obviously the content quality is up there. The market share is pretty good. Okay. Is there a way to not get that? Ah. Maybe that will fix it, because honestly, I do not care that they, you know, merged. Okay, there's no way to prevent that news. Okay, lovely. Ugh. Whatever. It's not popping up as often, so I'm sure it's fine. So now we're looking at about 10 million, 11 million. Slowly, kind of steadily climbing. We're making way more money, you know. The year is 2030, so I have 70 years to get to 10 billion, and I totally think that I can pull it off. So let's just build another apartment building. I mean, let's just keep this rolling, you know, like boost money where we can, because, you know, we're gonna need to float a radio station for a while. So all right, so income's going to go down while those buildings slowly and steadily go up. Let's see, what's the... Yeah, not really going to be able to get much out of housing or real estate in this one. That last city was just pure luck, it's looking like. But this is doing pretty good. It doesn't have the same level of, you know, attractiveness because it doesn't have the stadium and the hospital, but it does have some other stuff around. There's a police station here, there's a high school there, and... You know, the stadium and the high school, the hospital cost me $120,000 a month, and the stadium cost me $30,000. So it's pretty pricey. Like, I'm paying for that, and can honestly say I'm not really a fan. Man, I'd love to buy this apartment right here. If they ever put it up for sale, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. All right, so profit's not doing too good. In fact, we're kind of losing money from this thing. Oh, okay, there we go. It's going up again. Going up again. All right, so the thing we need to do now is we need to figure out the best way to make more money from this thing. All right, so no. I wish I could just punch in a value. I didn't have to deal with a slider that... All right, so we're going to set it to $1, and we're going to see if that hemorrhages us money. It's fine if we lose money for a little while. All right, so that was the wrong direction. Sometimes you lower money and you make more money because you get more advertising. So let's set it back to $1.50. I'll leave it at $1.60. Because what we're trying to do is keep roughly the same market share, but obviously make more money. So, you know, sometimes the easiest way to do that is to just, you know, just play around with the pricing a little bit. You lose a little money here and there, and that's okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Yeah, I own 100% of my corporation. Yeah, whatever. Okay. This seems to be pretty good. We're holding kind of solid, kind of steady. Around 40, 45%. That's pretty good. The content quality is really good. I think what we're going to do now is we have $1 billion now, so we're just going to save the game here. We're going to oversave YouTube. Yeah. Then we're going to pause it. And I think I'm going to build a media station. I just want to take over the airwaves, man. All right, so $3 million is the budget there, and we're gonna set this also to $1.60 because that seems to be. All right, you ready to watch the money just? Bleh. Now, content quality will be the biggest deciding factor for this. Still making profit, which is good. The TV station will be even better. Before it was easier because I was making like 150 million a year in profit from everything else, so it's a little easier. Okay, and this is doing pretty good. Okay, so we definitely bit the bullet on that though. Like, oof. Yeah, I see. We expunged so much money. Yeah, this is doing pretty good. We're finally making money now. I mean, it's not super great, I guess, but it's whatever. This is holding steady. As long as it holds steady, I don't really care what it makes. I don't expect too much out of that. Get me another apartment building just because why not? I need a little more. All right, so now we're pretty much making roughly the same amount. All right, so oh my gosh, merging, so annoying. We'll lower it 10 cents and see if that helps. Yes, that helps so much. Oh my gosh. All right, so we found the sweet spot for that. Um, let's try that here. Ooh, that's losing a lot of money. Didn't realize that. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Like I said, so long as they make money, I'm cool with, whatever. I mean, 7 million a year from each firm is pretty good. Let's see, how's the financials doing? Yeah, we're getting out of that hole. Now, I don't know if we're gonna make our goal or not, just because, to make, 9 billion in another 50 years that's gonna be quite the little hat trick. So, for a while now, let's just we're just gonna build another apartment building over here. Let's build another one right here. We're not gonna be able to get too many more of these, so they're making money. The really big money maker though is media, which it's like television. Television is the big money maker. I think we're gonna go ahead and build a media firm for television. It's 200 million, and I have about $2 billion, which means I can float it after sponging $500 million from me. The good news about TV station is that the TV station's profit margins are way higher than the newspaper. Probably could have kept the newspaper and all, but whatever. This is fine. This is making 22 billion, so you know this is fine. This is totally fine. So like I said, definitely not going to make the goal, and also I don't want this video running forever anyway. But that's okay. So overall, I am pretty stoked. I'm really definitely am gonna get the next set of DLC because, man, I just really want to like set up a real estate / media / investment firm, and then just rake in the money from the AI. Like make the AI like really aggressive and very wealthy, which to be fair, they are. So, I mean, they're not pushovers. That is one thing I will say about the AI in this game. Like, even now, they're not pushovers. Like, I can't compete in the retail market. I tried, man. They whooped my ass. Okay, good. So this stuff is finally starting to make a return on the investment. Excellent. And this is starting to lose money. So let's set this. No. So annoying. It kind of sucks because there's just not enough, you know, like I have, of course, like honestly, I think I would have done better just staying out of it and just waiting like 100 years and then getting into media. This has always been my big issue with the media. I've never really been able to like really make money with it. Like this newspaper publisher, like they're just kind of like bouncing around with their crappy content quality. It really makes me wonder if like the super high monthly budget is the problem. Like I you know, let's try that actually. Set it to like 2 million. See where that takes the content quality. Because I mean that's really where the profit. That's where all the profit's going. You know, it's being expunged into the fact that I'm, you know, what was it, 3.8 million? So I'm spending like, let's round up to 4. Like I'm spending like $48 million a year, basically, in content and staff and everything else, and I'm making like what, 80 million? Like it's just no money in that. Yeah, that actually worked quite a bit better. I mean, yeah, I lost some stuff, but it's like more profit. There we go. Ooh, that did not help boost me at all. I'll just boost it back up. Yeah, see, now I don't make any money. Oh, I'm sorry. It's pretty much 4 million. So yeah, that's lovely. It's up to $2.90. See what happens. Oh wow, that's so annoying when they just like pop up like that. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, wow. Did I just finally find, like, the sweet spot? Sweet. Because I'm totally fine with that. Good content rating, good rating points. Oh, yeah. Well, I definitely didn't make my goal, but I am going to end it here. If you guys like this game, check the description, and you guys can purchase it yourself. There's, like, a big bundle where you can buy, like, the base game and all the DLC and stuff, which is pretty good. And, yeah, on the whole, like, it did pretty good. Like, I didn't pay myself anything. I could have gone to the headquarters and paid myself. There was a whole bunch of stuff I could have done that it did not do. So, yeah. All right, well, I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're watching this on LBRY, send me some tips. If you're watching on YouTube, just like and share. And on both of them, if you like to support the channel, you can just shoot me a message over at Patreon. And I will see you all in the next one.